In 1948, the California State Supreme Court became the first in the country to strike down its interracial marriage ban. At the same time, the number of people who opposed marriage for interracial couples was alarmingly high. In fact, if we compare polling information, we see that far more people opposed interracial marriage in 1948 and for decades to follow than the number of people who opposed same-sex marriage in 2003, and this is when Massachusetts Supreme Court issued its first ruling in favor of same-sex marriage. The parallel between laws against interracial marriage and laws against marriage for same-sex couples are significant. Public opinion was against Black Americans' right to marry the person of our choice if our spouse's race was different than our own, and many states changed their constitution to protest the 1948 California ruling, very similar to right now. Thankfully, all attempts to amend the U.S. Constitution to ban interracial marriage failed. In 1911, Representative Seaborn Roddenberry of Georgia introduced a U.S. constitutional amendment to ban interracial marriage. In his appeal to Congress, Roddenberry stated that intermarriage between whites and blacks is repulsive and adverse to every sentiment of pure American spirit. It is abhorrent and repugnant. It is subversive to social peace. It is destructive of moral supremacy. In 1967, the interracial marriage ban, still on the books in a number of states, were finally struck down by the U.S. Supreme Court in Loving versus Virginia. The Lovings were an interracial Virginia couple that had married in Washington, D.C., then returned to Virginia, where their marriage was illegal. They were arrested, convicted, and sentenced to a year in jail. The trial judge suspended the sentence for a period of 25 years on the condition that the Lovings leave the state and not return for 25 years. When sentencing them, the Virginia judge stated, "Almighty God created the races, white, black, yellow, Malay, and red, and he placed them on separate continents. And but for the interference of his arrangement, there would be no cause for such marriages. The fact that he separated the races shows that he did not intend for the races to mix."